Greetings, fans of mediocre Smash content. It's December already, and you know the time. It's the time where people are wishing for gifts from a fat, old, red-dressed guy, but not on this channel. On this channel, I'm the fat, red-dressed guy with the beard who will make your wishes come true. That sounds too weird. I can't use that as intro. It's Q&A time. You guys were asking a lot of questions again. Thank you very much. And I'd say without further delay, let's start with the first question right now. First one is actually 5 questions in one Q&A comment. First one is, why did you choose to main Lucario? And that's pretty easy because he's my favorite Pokemon. I loved his design ever since he joined Smash. I used him in like every playthrough of a Pokemon game dropped since Gen 4, at least in the games where he actually was included, like in the main story, that is. Looking at you, black and white. Yeah, that's practically it. I mean, that's more than enough reasons for me to play a character, because the design is underrated and pretty cool in my opinion. Aura is a great mechanic, gotta say that at this point. And yeah, my favorite Pokemon, like the favorite character from my favorite gaming franchise, if you want to put it that way. That's more than enough reasons to play a character in my opinion. How long have you mained him? Yeah, when did Brawl release? Ever since Brawl. 15, 16 years, depending on which country you're from. I think in Germany it released 2008, I'm not sure now. But yes, ever since the release of Smash Bros. Brawl. If you could add 5 more characters to Smash Ultimate, who would they be? Geno, Crash Bandicoot, Rayman, maybe a Pokemon, another cool Pokemon. Like, there are more than enough pretty cool Pokemon in Smash already. Cut Pichu out. I don't care about Pichu. And replace him with Sceptile. I don't know, I like Sceptile. It's a pretty cool Pokemon. I played it a lot in a Pokémon tournament, and I think many other people are actually wishing for it, so why not? And for the 5th one, that's actually the only real wishes I still have left, because ever since Ultimate released, it brought like characters which I was actually wishing for before already in the game, like King K. Rool, Banjo. I don't think there's a 5th character left which I'm at the moment really wishing or hoping for to join a future Smash game, if there ever will be one. We don't know. I don't think so, but you know. I think I would say no to Paper Mario. Or even though I'm not the biggest Zelda fan / player, just another The Legend of Zelda character, just to give the franchise a bit more representation, because watch the last Q&A video for a deeper explanation at this point, but I don't think that's necessary, so yeah. So I think, yeah, these 5. Mainly because of Geno, because of Crash and Rayman. Sceptile as a bonus Pokemon, because I think it's a pretty cool Pokemon. Or maybe a different Pokemon, just that it be a cool or cooler Pokemon character to replace, yeah, Pichu or Jigglypuff. I know that this will never happen. I know that this will never happen, but that's just my personal reply to this question. Yeah, and the 5th character, yeah, I'd say Paper Mario. Come on, why not Paper Mario? What are your thoughts on the Lucario main player named Armadillo? I don't want to sound rude at this point, because, yeah, it's a Smash community, which I will talk about later in this video, but honestly, I don't care. I don't care about, like, anything which happens in the competitive scene or in competitive Smash in general, because I don't care about competitive Smash. I already mentioned that like 10 million. I already mentioned that about like, yeah, 3, 4, 10 times. I just don't care about the scene. I don't care about the players. Yeah, I think if people are happy about Lucario doing well or whatever in tournaments, it's a good thing. But I want to start, or wanted people to start playing Lucario for a completely different amount of reasons. Yeah, I just don't care about tournaments and tournament players or character representation in tournaments. I just don't care about all this stuff. Yeah, so long story short, I don't really care about him. I hope I didn't offend him with that, but it's okay if he actually manages to inspire people to play the character, to play Lucario a bit more, then that's a good thing, I guess. But I personally don't care about him, because I just don't care about competitive Smash. That's just all. That's no Johns at this point.
Please, no Johns.
And nothing offensive or anything, or not meant to be offensive, but I just honestly don't care about him. I hope I wasn't too rude to answer like that to this question. Lastly, what is your religious background? Catholic? Here's my questions. When did you start Smash, and what got you into the game? What part about Smash draws you in, allowing you to continue to play it even now after quite a long time? When did you start Smash, and what got you into the game? Melee. Ever since Melee dropped, my brother back then, my big brother, brought it, and I don't know, we just wanted to try it out, and it was fun, and that's how I got into the game. I already have played Smash 64 back then in the meantime, of course, through a virtual console. It was okay, it was good, it was a good start to the game. Yeah, we started with Melee. I still have a pretty personal connection to Melee back then, but because of completely different reasons than literally any other Melee player on Earth probably has. My brother, as I said, brought it, and then we tried it out, and it was fun, and that's how good things start. Good things start in the most unspectacular way sometimes. That's just how it is. What part about Smash draws you in, allowing you to continue to play it even now after quite a long time? With every new game that dropped in the meantime, new characters, new mechanics, Brawl back then with the huge story mode with the subspace, things like that, changes that slowly but surely build up a whole franchise or video game series. All that combined, new characters, new modes, like each of them. Because, yeah, with Brawl, as mentioned earlier, I learned a completely new character, a new main with Lucario, which still is on my side many years later. And yeah, you get a game, you try a game, you enjoy a game, and with every new game of the series, you always get hyped right before it drops. You get hyped because of potential new characters, even though it's sometimes also a bit annoying and disappointing. Rumors, like with new characters or new stuff which will be in a future Smash game, which is also already a reason why I was pretty sad right after it was known that Ultimate will be the actual last Smash game. If it actually will happen, we'll see, but I'm pretty sure that it will be. Yeah, because with one snap, literally everything's kinda over. You don't have new trailers which will be released in the future. You won't see new characters joining the roster, and yeah, that actually is a bit disappointing thinking about that. But to answer to that question, what lets me continue to play the game? It's still hella fun. I wanted to have fun playing one of my favorite games of all time, or every part of the one of my favorite video game series, gotta say it like that. Playing with my favorite characters, enjoying to play with my favorite characters, and yeah, my whole community and channel are built up to contain Smash Ultimate content or Smash content in general, so it's also a thing because of the channel, sure. I already have tried out different games in the past, that's no secret, but none of them were nearly as successful as the ones which were Smash based and especially Lucario based. I see your preference at this point. So yeah, that's like all of that combined. Having a great time, either playing my favorite characters or playing with my community. All of that. Also, maybe a video just for the dog. In case you didn't know, my family has a dog, and at this point, I just leave a short clip of her. Maybe you'll like it. My question is, when did you find out you really liked Lucario? When I played Pokemon Pearl and later Pokemon Platinum for the first time. Even though you, if I'm not wrong, you get them pretty late or during the middle of the main story, so it's not like you have access to them early in the game. You'll get it early enough so that I immediately let it join my team after the egg hatched back then in every Gen 4 game I played. And ever since then, it's like part of every team I ever had playing the main story of a Pokemon game. Exception is Black and White, of course, because as you know, you don't have access to any non-Gen 5 Pokemon during the main story, which wasn't a bad thing for me personally back then, but yeah. I actually recently played Black and also Black 2 again. And in Black 2 you have access to Riolu very early in game, which actually let me catch one, join my team, and already rushed through the first arena back then. That's something which hasn't changed over the years. Every time I start a new generation, every time I start a new Pokemon game. And by now, you have to also mention every time Riolu and Lucario are part of the new Pokemon game, then they will automatically join my party because I just like their design, I like them as a Pokemon, and Lucario has an amazing typing, so what else can I say? Ever since Gen 4, I like Lucario. Outside of Nintendo's own IP, are there any other ongoing franchises you like or are interested in trying out? Not really at the moment, to be honest. Well, the thing is, I currently played through the new Super Mario RPG remakes. Before that, I was playing Smash together with my roommate, and currently also still am. And before that, I played the Pokémon Scarlet and Violet DLC, the first wave. And in December, the second wave will release, so at the moment, I'm actually attached to Nintendo. That ain't a bad thing, if you ask me. What keeps you motivated? Missed opportunity to write the M and O in capitals at this point. It's the small things. I mean, to know that I'm healthy, to know that I have a job, to know that my channel, my hobby is doing incredibly well at this point, all these things are keeping me motivated. Of course, there are phases in life in which you can't be motivated, because every Monday morning, for example, laughing is very important for me in life. When you're under pressure, never forget to laugh, because jokes and laughing and smiling are very important tools to get into a healthier mood and to also get through hard times, to just overcome like everything which wants to stand in your way. Just keep on laughing. I'm a funny guy, as you may or may not know by now, and going through the day with a smile will keep you motivated. That's something I can promise you. And also, I appreciate the fact that I'm healthy at the moment, that I have a job, and that the channel is doing incredibly well. Thank you very much at this point again, because that's no matter of course for me, because it's all the result of hard work. And there were also already other phases in life, in my life, in the last years, especially because of the channel or because of work. But I've managed to overcome that. And a good friend of my former company always said, love it, change it, or leave it. And that's something which I have used so many times ever since I heard it for the first time. And I think that's what keeps on motivating me every day. Never forget to smile, never forget to laugh, and appreciate the important things in life, the real important things in life. 3 in 1, what are your future plans for your channel, for your community, for your life? I would love to see that the channel and the community both will grow in the future. Say, we already have more than 100 members on my Discord, which is great. We are not too far away from reaching 1k subs on YouTube. So hitting 1k subs would be something great, which I definitely want to achieve in the future. The community should keep on growing. And for life, well, as I just mentioned, I just hope that I will keep on being healthy, and that no bad stuff will happen, not to my family, and not to me, not to my friends, to no one. And also not to you guys. Stay healthy. What's your opinion about the whole scene in general, the Smash scene at this point? I gotta mention that as well. And at this point, I just could use a meme to reply to that question.
You don't wanna f***ing know.
But honestly, if I actually should reply to that, then nothing positive. Really, nothing positive. It's a place full of toxic people. Terrible stuff already happened in the Smash scene, and I have the feeling that much more is still happening without even noticing it. With, say, people come up, are extremely toxic in the community, spread their hatred and stuff. That's things that happen so much and so often in the Smash scene, which I haven't seen in any other community about a video game in that way. Really. And I'm just not into stuff such as tier lists and matchups, and I just don't care about all that. I just want to play the game. I want to play the game for fun. I want to enjoy a fun time with my favorite characters, and that's it. Like, I don't need stuff like that in my Smash career, if you want to call it a career at this point, because I just want to enjoy one of my favorite games and my favorite characters. And I have the feeling that in Smash, in the Smash scene, too many people don't share this way of playing. That's just my personal experience. Because, yeah, I have seen and heard many not so good things. It's just, in one word, terrible, toxic. That actually was one of the reasons why I set up my channel and the community, because I wanted to create a place without all that. Say, yeah, it's okay, you can talk about competitive Smash and competitive stuff on my channel, on the Discord. I'm not the guy that says get out because you're playing competitively. That's absolutely, that's like the complete opposite of what I want, because I just want to create a place where people can talk about what they want and where no unnecessary toxicity, hatred and stuff like that are spread, because that's something which happens way too much in the Smash scene. Because it actually shouldn't happen at all to begin with, but in the Smash scene it happens like 10 times more often than in any other video game based scene I've ever saw. Yeah. So, short reply, I'm not a fan. I'm definitely not a fan. Have you ever traveled to any other countries aside from Germany? If so, which ones? Yes, I have traveled to Italy. I also have traveled to Turkey last year, and I also have been to Austria so far. As you probably still know, it's not that long ago where I had to travel like every week, and I think I also said that in the last Q&A video, the chance of meeting new people in a new city was just so good that I thought, come on, you have to do this at this point. Go get out, see the world, see your country, meet new people, and that's something I don't regret at all. What games are you currently playing? Well, as mentioned, Super Mario RPG, the remake, Smash. I think that's it. I don't play that much at the moment. And something else which we both play from time to time is Mario Party. Stuff such as Mario Party, for example. We actually played through like almost every Mario Party game recently again. That's something you just can play whenever you want. Which game are you waiting for? Actually, none at the moment as well. Because I'm actually more curious what the next Nintendo console will look like. That's something which I actually am waiting and hyped for more than new games. I don't think that stuff like Pokémon Tournament 2 will ever happen, and the next Pokemon DLC is already almost here. By the time this video is uploaded, the DLC already probably released, I don't know. Yeah, there's not much I'm waiting for at the moment. The bigger and the better will be the surprise when there's actually something announced which I am hyped for. Just see it like that. What is your highlight in your Smash time? Hitting great plays, hitting great clips, creating videos, of course, or collecting stuff to create videos and to edit them into something which hopefully will be helpful, creative and entertaining for you guys. That was a great reply, actually. Kinda. Have you ever done the Jude Bellingham celebration after scoring in football training? No, I have not. For those of you who don't know, I will just put it in here while replying to the question. No, I have never done that. I have never done that. And I don't think I will ever do. Especially not in training. Who does celebrate in training? That's the moment where you record for so long that it's already getting darker outside and you have to put on the lights. Excuse me for 1 second. We just turned on light mode, so it's much better now. Ghost of Mode just has activated a light mode. Best clips you've ever gotten. Wow. I know that recently I posted that armor break punish on King K. Rool with Lucario and King K. Rool's crown on my Discord, and I think it became one of my all-time favorite clips. Because it was kinda it kinda came out of nowhere. I just thought, come on, you have to go for that now. I've been doing it for so long for the whole Aura Sphere with items showcases, and I just thought, come on, you just gotta go for it. Come on, just do it. Just do it. And I did, and yeah, I think that's one of my most favorite clips of all time while I think about it. Of course, there's also other stuff, like the things together with Tiff or Jay, whenever we were playing on our Discord in the past and we were in voice chat and something hype happened, then of course that also will have a permanent place in my memory. That's obvious. Another legendary clip, which happened years ago now already, which I still remember exactly, was, I think it was on Talk, on one of my Discord members, and if Talk actually watches this, then I'm sorry I had to mention it, dude. But that's just the one with which I hit on his hero, was one of the first clips ever which I posted on my Reddit, and people were loving it. I have no idea. I mean, it was a good play, but like, I didn't think I would get that many upvotes for it. That was like the first time I've ever broke through the Reddit algorithm, if you want to call it like that, and that's why it has a permanent place in my memory as well. Most intense game you've ever had in Ultimate. I still remember that one game with Tiff in the last Battle of the Legends, which we were recording. I think it actually was the final match. Say I had the first match ball in the first to 10, and the ending was just I barely escaped his up B with DDD. He was playing King DDD, I was playing Lucario, and I managed to escape his up B in the moment I was off stage, and he would have spiked me and would have taken the game at this point, and I just managed to air dodge in the perfect moment, which I actually wasn't reckoning with at this point, and that was actually one hype game, especially because of this final. Of course, there also were other games, but yeah, recording with Tiff and Jay also always were the most intense things, the most intense games I've ever had in Ultimate, I believe, yeah. I also remember the first game ever against Unrealer, one of my closest Smash buddies ever since, and our very first game into in a random arena, and we were both playing Mario because none of us knew where to switch characters. Yes, we were dumb back then, I have to admit that, and it just ended with we both dying because we forward smashed at the exact same time, and we both died. He won, he took the game, And then we realized, oh, now we know where to change characters, so no more Mario Dittos at this point. We just play with our actual mates and actual characters, and yeah, that's how my first game with Unreal ended. That was also very intense, very intense. And I think that's it for today's Q&A video. As always, thank you very much for your many questions. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you're not too disappointed in the replies I gave you. And if there's something else you always wanted to know about me, then comment below. And also, as always, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.